Da, da, da. Hello, everybody. We are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Eagle. Here we are. Woohoo! Tickle, tickle. And together we make the Mad Scientists.
We'll get it right one of these days. There you go.
Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So we're both here, just about all in order, and she's crocodiling her way off. Uh, I have here a pull from the stream that we did. Well, it wasn't a stream; it was a play date, but we recorded it, so you'll be able to see it on when it's edited and put up. We don't know exactly when. We may try for Monday. It all depends.
My goal is to be able to give Fran a break Monday because she has a lot of appointments and to get a recorded stream up, part of it showing the creation of these, what she's going to pull now. So
Yeah,
keep that
I've
in
got
mind.
two here.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Okay,
Oh,
so
hi, Ricky. Hi, Becky. Hi, Julie. Hi, Violet.
hi, Fran.
So we'll pull this one. This is the big one that I did in acrylics because there was acrylic paint already on the plate, and I didn't want to waste it because it was full thing. So I thought do something sort of that may show up. I think it may not. Is this the one? That's not one, is it? What? No, that's the wrong one.
Well,
That's
see,
not
this is how
anything.
she
Look,
said.
hang on, it's behind
There's
me.
nothing on that one. It's all
Oh
right.
dear. I can
She
see it from here. I put it up out of the way.
This is why I'm
So
here.
one as well. That's sitting right here. I'm very sure because I checked.
She's not
So
allowed to be daft alone. We're daft together. Daft and mad.
well, that was actually
Mad
empty.
and daft? Hmm.
This is the
Not
one
like
we're
Pinky and the
doing.
Brain?
Beg your pardon. I should have looked at the back first. I've now looked at the back of this one, and I think it's going to be okay. So
All right,
head
moving
on.
on.
Let's have a look. We're not going to get all of it up.
Again, is this acrylic or watercolor?
This is acrylic.
This is acrylic. Ooh, don't fight with it. You're the boss. You take control now.
Well, I've got some of it up, but some of it I haven't. That's interesting. So it's left me another print down there. Look.
Yes, it has. And that looks cool so far.
I was just thinking if I could get a couple of bits of paper. Here we are. A couple of bits of paper. Put them underneath so you can see what's being left behind. See, it's leaving a fair bit behind, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Really nice.
Well, I might be able to get that up with another go. Wasn't what I had planned to do today, but I'll do that afterwards.
That's a very big plate. Very
It's
big.
a 14 by 12.
Wow, that's a big print.
Mm-hmm. I just used random stencils that I had on the desk that I'd squirreled away somewhere and were trying to fall on me. And obviously the most popular one was the rabbits because I got loads of them. And I put in the moon, which is the rabbits are Paula's, and the moon is PM Marty Studios. I can't remember who the light bulb was. There was a whole set of light bulbs, but I did like them very much. The light bulbs. I liked all of them actually. I don't think there's a stencil I didn't like. So that's that. We'll put that aside because I can take some more up off that. But in the meantime, the one I thought I was pulling is out obviously a vacant plate, which is even more exciting because we can get something off that thing. Let me just pop this behind me. There we go. And put those back up. And we've got what to play with. But before we do that,
Before you go further, can you just very briefly bring that pull back and put it down so we can all see it within the camera nicely. That's so pretty.
I
Put it down.
composed it like that.
Well, if you do it long ways, then it doesn't fill the camera. There you go.
I'm
There
just
you
holding it up off the floor just for a
go.
moment.
Okay.
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 Put it back down on the floor.
Does that help, Julie?
It shows you all of
Hi,
it. I mean, you've got
aloha.
the red fuzz that was on the plate, which was quite thin, but it was obviously contained some copper because I can see it now.
Yeah. Very nice.
Blue.
Yeah. She accommodates when I ask her to. Okay, where are we now?
Well, this is the other one, the one that I did with watercolor.
Hi, Mariah.
That's nice. Trying watercolor, that was, wasn't it? I seem to remember.
Oh, I believe you did gold. You hand painted it. You did gold.
I did it on stencils, didn't I? I painted the stencils and put them down.
Oh, is that how you did this one? Well, I'll tell you what. As a reminder, I'm working on editing a recording that Fran and I made Wednesday of how she created this one with watercolor on the gel plate. And so be aware, come Monday, it will probably be a recorded stream. So the little lady over there with a lot going on Monday can have a break. I will put a notice out. Hi, Eddie. So yeah, this one, oh, are we working on Kleenex too?
No, I was, sorry. Now, this I'm pretty sure is that Imperial Violet. And I think this is one of the golds. I can't remember which one because there's 2 or 3. Number 20. What's number 20?
This is a watercolor done on gel plate with stencils.
It's just gold. It's ordinary gold, 90.
Okay.
See? This one.
Okay,
the
Iraqi.
Yeah. And and the other one, the Imperial Violet, is that one. Number 38.
Yep.
So, yeah. See? That one and that one.
Oh, you did do it on the box. I see that.
Yep. So that's pretty good. That's left a fairly clean plate as well. There's not a lot left down there. There's a haze of something, but not a lot. Now, I think I'll start with this one because I have got some large stencils.
The haze may be the dish soap.
Yeah, it could be, indeed, because we're playing with dish soap or hand soap.
In your case, it was hand soap, yeah. So you guys have to watch and see come Monday when I put the video up.
So I'll take this up. It's just covering it so that you can see that it's a mess underneath. How wonderful, a mess underneath. Just a minute. Let me see if I can put this underneath, which is just a sheet. Might make it easier. I'll put it the wrong way up.
Thumbs up,
You
everyone,
get to see what's happening.
please. And thank you.
So I've got some half-boiled calligraphy paper down there, the rice paper, and various other things, include some tissue, some newsprint pages, you know, without the newsprint on, and various bits I picked up, like some copy paper and so forth, and some black as well, in case you want to go fancy. So I still want to play with these watercolors, though, but before we get too nutty, let's have a look at what we've got. I also thought, because I might have mentioned this in the previous video, the one that's coming up soon, but I would really like a mop brush. But I suddenly remembered I'd got this tube of Chinese paintbrushes. And some of those are pretty much mop brushes anyway. I mean, look at that. I don't know whether that's a mop brush or not, but it's the right sort of shape, and you know, some of these are new, so there's a couple missing. One at least of which needs this bit stuck back on, so I'll ask my husband about that. But I think I've been using one of them for quite a long time. No, not that one. but I'm pretty sure I've got some others hanging about somewhere. Possibly this might be one of them. You see? But that's quite a bit thinner, that one. Not so moppy. The mop ones hold a lot of water.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was playing with earlier, and you're right. I just have to learn to hold it better, and that's my hand getting cramped that I have a problem with that. Those are beautiful. I hope you use them and they work.
so the other one's going to be mended
Yeah.
to the husband.
So I wanted to say, give a shout out to Tutu's Hale. This is Tammy, and she lives in Hawaii to be near her grandchildren. And I wanted to let her know that I subscribe to her channel and thank you for being here. She's a newbie to me.
Oh,
But to everybody that sees her, her name is Tammy. We don't have any other Tammys, I don't think.
I seem to have a trapped. Oh no, that's why it's trapped. Ah, got it. Here's another one. I'm fairly sure that's part of the same.
Looks
kit,
like it. Yep, looks like
doesn't
it.
it? It's got Tian
Abby?
Lian on it, so probably is. I don't think the other one was. It's just another one I got out of another set, I guess. So, in order to do all this, which I'm going to be using these, in order to do that, we'll need some those things made of the white stuff. You know, what are they called? Well, they could be called stencils. I did a couple of sizes of this one. So I've got a little one and a bigger one. And I cut these out by hand. So no, it's not part of the stencil. It's like that. It's just me being silly, cutting an interesting edge. Now this one is a little on the thin side in some places, which I then went and corrected and then took this one through. But I think it needs thickening a bit more because I shrank it down as well. But we'll see how they perform. We've got those. And we've also got, let's curl that under. We've also got some others. This one. Should I put the black underneath? Maybe I should put the black underneath.
The wonky edge, Becky? Yeah.
These are new stencils that I designed, symbols. And I then went and I thought, I really need a big one of those. So I cut two more, one bigger and then one even bigger. And this is the biggest one.
Wow.
That's a 12 by 12.
So big.
So it should just about fit on there. I gave it a little leeway at the bottom. So the idea with this one is I was thinking I would cut these out, you know, cut them out in, or even just cut them out individually.
Mariah has a question. Are you making those on 8.5 by 11 canvas? By canvas, do you mean, yeah, she
Yeah, what do you mean?
she means, okay, so if you send these to Mariah, if you make them that big, what's in your hand, she has to adjust the size because the biggest we have is 8.5 by 11.
Uh-huh.
So
right, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Because I've got another one. That's 9 by 7, I think.
Yeah, see, she will have to shrink that down. And so that being the case, it will, you know, it will look a little bit different.
So there's an A4.
Okay.
And it will just fit on the A4. See?
Yeah, but we don't live in the UK.
Don't you?
And Mariah corrected me, 8.5 by 11.5.
Yeah. Well, this isn't long enough to be 8.5 by 11.5, but it will be 8.5 by whatever that is.
Right. She either has to add more if it's too small or adjust, and sometimes there's more left over.
8.5 by 9.5. Roundabout.
So she would have to spread it out to fill the sheet,
Yeah,
or yeah, there's
yeah. I can do another row if you want. No problem.
okay, 3 sizes,
I can
5
do
by
another row.
7, 8 by 10, 9 by 12. So you'd want a little bit bigger than that for, right, Mariah, for border?
A little bit smaller than that for a border, surely. But if this size is shrunk,
Boy,
just basically shrunk down a little bit, and I do some more to go on there, that will keep it within. Yeah.
okay, the thing to do, Mariah, is to
Just want to
because she
see if it
won't
would work at the
remember.
smaller scale.
She won't remember. So what we need to do is have you send her a text message, the exact sizes, including borders, that she can work within.
Yeah. Okay. So there's another one. This is the one with these little things in it.
Yeah, I remember doing that one. We worked on that.
The ones that make up this one. So I took these and turned them into
Mariah,
so
I'm writing that down.
there. And here's a bigger one of that. Right. Should probably be that way round, but you know. And then the last one is this one, which you've seen before. I just did it in a different size. This is the one with the 9th and the 3rd and the 2nd on it. You've seen that before in a previous stream, unless we didn't publish that one. I don't know. I think we did. Anyway, it's the one with apple pie on it. You remember that joke?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's do something. Let's have a play with the big ones, see what they look like. Oh, we can have a go. Shall I have a go with the small ones first? That'll be easier with watercolour, actually, because the watercolour doesn't spread as far as easily, and nothing like as easily as acrylic does.
I wrote it down too, Mariah, but it really would help if you sent those measurements or whatever it is you're
It's okay if you've written it down. You can tell me, can't you?
yeah, but but I'd also feel better if, like, the day you can't get a hold of me and I have those numbers, they're in your messenger.
True. Yeah.
You know.
Well, send me a message with the numbers in. There we are.
Going to. Okay, Becky, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Have a good day.
So I'm going to use these. Put the other ones away. Here's one of the ones I did the other day in watercolours. So we're going to do some layering. I've got a whole wodge of them over here. What I did. And you'll see these when the edited.
Thank you, Mariah.
Comes out.
It.
I mean, you can see it gets so many different ways of doing things with watercolour.
Beautiful. I love them. Look at those.
Aren't they lovely?
All of these were done on the gel plate, right?
Yep. Gel plate with watercolours.
With watercolors, yes.
Yep. There's a trick to it.
Yes, there is.
I'm just looking at one in particular.
Like I said, come Monday.
Again, painting the stencil and putting the stencil down. That one. I want that one. Got to plan.
Did we go Sunday or Monday? Or Wednesday?
What? What was the question again?
Well, we played together. We streamed together Sunday and Wednesday. Did we do all of these on Wednesday?
That's a good question. I can't remember.
Well, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. But they will be in an upcoming stream, hopefully Monday. This is one of my favorites. Oh, back up. That one is pink rain on a windshield. Like nuclear rain on a windshield. That's what I
I called it Soylent Pink.
Hi, Apple. Hi, Laura.
That one. See, some of these are on card and some of these are on nice flimsy paper. Look at that one. Isn't that lovely? What you can get with watercolour. Oh.
Well, if you back up to that one that you painted, you were very frustrated. I'm not liking this. This isn't going the way I like it. I don't like it. Well, then you kept at it, and
Yeah,
you came out with those beautiful ones.
that one.
Yes, that's your least
Yeah.
favorite. You were just like, I'm
Well,
not.
that was after adding the dish soap, and
Yeah,
there was a reason for that. It was so that you didn't get the spotty ones, and we didn't get the spotty ones, which is what was the idea.
yep,
But I didn't like it so much as the spotty ones. So
yep.
yeah, well,
Right,
that's
Julie?
the one I wanted. See, these are the ones where I just painted lines in a net form.
Actually, they're going to see on the video that we
Yeah.
show those lines came up. You didn't paint them initially. How did you do it?
Well, I did initially. Initially, I painted the lines,
The very
and then
first,
I rolled over it. That obscured the lines, but it gave me all this here. And then I went over it again with more paint, reinforced the lines.
I
So
bet
I
you,
got the bubbly bits and the lines. I think. I think that's what I did. You'll find out when you see the
oh yeah,
video.
yep, she didn't paint the lines the first time. Mariah just wrote me a small book. Thank you, Mariah. We like your book. Or I do.
So here's some water,
Ooh,
and I have some
apple.
water in a pot like that with a lid.
Digital, yeah.
Just a minute, like that, and I use the lid to get some delicious rose and geranium Baylis and Harding natural hand wash, and just went
Uh, yep, the lid is your
squirt,
palette.
and then now I did have the one of the other paint boxes open because then I can use the inside as a palette as well. So where's the one I was going to do? What have I done with it? God, I just had that a second. Oh, there it is on the floor. There we are. This one. Ready? Right. So I'm not going to use the colours in here. I might. I'm going to use the pen when I need it. But to start with, I won't need it. So, what colour shall we decide to put down? Someone choose a colour.
I see. I love the indigo. I've fallen in love with the indigo, but I also love the. Hold on. Let me get mine out. Hold the phone. I've lost mine.
Blue, grey, deep next to it.
Yours. You have a bigger box than me, but no, the rose madder deep. I happen to
Yes,
love
this
that.
one. Okay, well, that's one of the ones we were using the other day. So, righto, we'll do that then.
I want to make a little announcement, per Mariah. I want to make a little announcement while you go right ahead and do your little painting and whatnot. There is in Makers Creative Collab tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central will be the very last hop for the Makers Creative Collab. This is December, the end of the year, people. My goodness. So the videos will go public in that hop at 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Y'all can adjust your clocks. Again, it's the very last one. I forget. I truly, Mariah, I'm sorry. Too many things in my brain right now, but I forget how many are in that hop, how many makers are in the hop, but it's going to be a good one. It's the, what do they say when they're saying goodbye? It's the final one.
Ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate. There's 7 artists in the hop. It's the final ultimate hop of the year. Starting in January, all the streams that are connected like that within Makers will be hashtag based. Fran and I were just talking about using hashtags.
Yep. So you can see now the difference between using just the watercolour and using the watercolour with a little bit of the soap in it. You get a different look.
Less, what's the word I want? Less
Smoother. Less bump selling, smoother effect.
Yep.
See? Lovely, lovely. So now we can get a sheet. And we won't use them the ones we've already done.
So everyone that
Just
saw
use-
the pink, you saw, Julie, you were mentioning Fran doing pink. It's not pink, it's that rose madder deep watercolor that it looks pink, but it really is the rose madder deep. Hi, Estella. Yes. And Marguerite. Hi. I like the idea of the hashtag base too. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Watercolor on the gel plate. Who knew?
Yeah, it is possible.
You're next. Tag. You're it. You're next.
So
challenge.
Let's have a go with some just putting watercolor on here. A lot of it.
Eddie, look, I've thrown down the glove. You've been challenged. Do a watercolor hand soap. You've got gallons of it on the gel plate.
Mixing in some more soap so that I can get a good layer. Cool, I've got some splashes down there now.
I'm a stinker, ain't I? See, it's really not pink, Julie. It just seems that way when it pulls off. But when it pulls off, it's just beautiful for watercolor.
Just pulling that big hair off.
Is that from the brush?
Yep.
Aw.
Pity, really.
Yeah. There you go, Tammy. Give it a try. You know what? I have 2 gloves. There. One for you, one for Eddie. Gauntlet thrown, watercolor, and just soap. I've thrown the gloves down. There you go.
Let's do this one.
Hashtag makers.
Right. Another piece of paper.
A bit of that is off the plate. So you see.
Yep.
Yeah, you see what you did there? Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking while I was making them, that's why I made the huge ones. I was thinking about the bigger plate, you see. I shouldn't have been doing that.
No, because they don't, the norm of us don't have the bigger plate. So when you create stencils, you have to keep in mind that the norm of us, that's all the rest of us people in the world that have gel plates. Oh.
So, well, we've got it down. Let's put some more color on. Only let's try a different color now.
Yeah, we have the 8 by 12, I think it is, or 9 by 12 plate. So, and we need that edge. So there you go. Yep, that's what I was talking about in that other video. What is the stencil? Tammy, this is a stencil that Fran designed and created and cut out herself.
It's a test run.
Yeah.
So that Mariah could say, I want it like this. Do that to it.
Yep.
Which she just has.
Once it's to a size that's good for Mariah, it will go into the PM Artist Studio shop under Fran's design.
Once I get round to it.
Yeah, it's yeah. We're getting there. Did you see the pictures of Izzy this morning? I know you didn't.
Me? No.
In her Lucy Lou or whatever that was, Loopy Lou, or I'm not a Grinch person, so I don't know the Halloween. But she looked gorgeous. Hi, Candy. Welcome, welcome. Cindy Lou Who. Okay, thank you.
Cindy Lou.
Still
Okay.
means something to me, but okay. Now we got the words right.
From the Grinch. Cindy Lou from the Grinch. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I all I know is when I listen to the Titans sing "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." I love their version of it. Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been fun. Eddie said they had a parade of Grinches come down the street last night singing and dancing. That would have been fun to see.
This is going to be a brown because I need some more of that. And I'm mixing all the colours together.
Yep. And the
I've
other
got to
thing
be quick.
with the well, we'll explain it in Monday's video, but be careful with that hand soap because you see the bubbles.
Yeah, you get bubbles as well, but sometimes they're nice because they show up.
Yep. Keep in mind that Fran is heavy-handed, so I would
Yeah,
adjust your hand soap
absolutely.
as you go. A little a little dab will do you.
Yeah.
I just know that Izzy made a beautiful Cindy Lou, who I think if they were giving awards out at school, she should have got the top honors.
Lovely.
Mom and Grandma did an excellent job on her hair.
Take that up. Down
Julie,
there.
I have another set of gloves.
How many gloves you got there? Did you bring a pile along?
I I I have I live in Wisconsin. It's a necessity. These are my fingerless gloves for when my hands hurt.
Yeah.
So, but I have probably at least half a dozen pair of knit gloves. There's at least one or two pair in each of my winter jackets and coats because you never know. So I
Right, I
can
want a bit more soap.
bit more soap.
Bit
Yes,
more soap in there.
Mariah, you got to learn to throw down the gloves. I'm gonna throw them down for Julie. It is hand soap, not hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer has alcohol. This is
They do say that it doesn't work as well, so be wary of that.
I kept saying hand sanitizer during the stream the other day or the recording, and it's not hand sanitizer. It's simple hand soap, and in fact, dish soap, gentle dish soap will work. I mean, if you have
Door
some,
or something, yeah.
the dish soap will work. Fran just happened to grab the hand soap, so
I could have brought some palm olive or fairy or Sainsbury's washing up liquid, but I didn't.
yeah, yep. Like hi Trish, Trish. I made Trish and she has a set of fingerless gloves that I crocheted. So actually, I have more than half a dozen set of gloves. If you count the fingerless gloves, I probably got a dozen pairs laying around and in jackets. Um, and Mariah has hers. Oh, Mariah, were you referring to the ones I sent you? Did I send you a pair of fingerless? And anyone that's wondering, the stencil that's down here now is also one that is yet to be in the shop. Oh, good,
I
Mariah.
called it ad boxes, but no doubt Mariah will come up with a better term than that because I'm terrible at names. Now, what's that? What shall I add to it? Let's have a darker green. Was
The
that
fingerless gloves are like if you're driving or something, you really need to feel, you really shouldn't wear gloves while you're driving unless they're leather and they grip the wheel, the steering wheel. That's just my feeling. So if you're wearing knit gloves or something while you're driving, you hit a bump or something, that wheel is going to slip under your gloves. Steering wheel, I mean. Evie has a pair too. There's my sweet Evie. When you dauber like that, I think you get more bubbles.
Yeah. Could just go like that, but I
Yeah,
don't.
you do you.
I do me. Trying to keep it alive because it's drying quite fast in places.
Is it?
Yeah.
You had you spritzed it the other day. You every now and
Yeah.
then you spritzed it.
Yeah. I don't want to do that too much because it does give it. I haven't got a very light spritzer.
Yeah,
I've got
Fran,
quite a spray and it does soak it into the paper quite a lot.
do you have your
So got
headphones
to
on?
let's try some malachite.
Do you have your headphones on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oddly, I could have swore I heard a echo from you.
Huh.
Eddie says, I think Fran likes the bubbles. Paula, hi Paula.
Eat. Whatever give you that idea. Bubble, 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 bubble.
More like bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Yeah.
I love this color you've got. I mean,
Malachite, this one.
yeah. Is this? I don't think this one's in my set, which means
It's
I.
a sort of minty green look to it.
Yeah. Nope. I have the sap green light and the sap green and Viridian. The Viridian is really nice.
The
The
video one I put down first.
yep, the burnt sienna is really nice. But no, I don't have that one.
So let's put
So
a bit of this in.
yeah, I've got a wish list going to get a bigger set of these, or maybe just the pans. More indigo.
Yes, more indigo's on my list. It's in a basket somewhere. I think on Cuddly Buddly, but I can't remember.
So yes, once these stencils are, because I think they're working very nicely for the watercolor, that means they're going to work great for the acrylics.
Well, we'll do some acrylics in a bit because it'll be faster.
Yeah.
Because I can brayer it on. You can brayer on with this as well, but I just didn't on that one.
Yeah. So anyway, these will be going to Mariah once they are size ready, and Mariah
And
will
all
put
the
them in the shop.
fix them, almost fix them all. There's just some more to do on the smaller version. The others are okay, I think. Oh, I like that. Isn't that rather nice?
And
Lovely.
if you watch the PM Artist Studio streams, you'll find out when these will be available because Mariah always announces it. Julie wants to know, does Fran do Christmas art?
No, says she hurriedly, very hurriedly indeed.
Well, we had a conversation
One
about
year,
this too.
my family found out I was doing cards, and they all demanded Christmas cards.
Mm-hmm.
I spent the next year doing Christmas cards, and then I thought, I hate this. I'm stopping.
Yep.
It was just too much. I just didn't want to do it.
Well, and the other thing is, we talked about neither one of us are big on, not that we don't like it, but we're not big on seasonal projects.
Yeah, we don't. I'm the kind of person that doesn't start sort of halfway through the year doing stuff ready for Christmas because I can't get my brain into that kind of
If you do
groove.
something that happens to work with Halloween, that's wonderful, or Christmas, that's wonderful, but it's not like you have to,
Exactly.
and it's not necessarily a go-to type thing.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. My brain doesn't work to order like that. It's more inclined to go off piste in a big way.
Yep.
Right, so that's that.
You might start out doing something for Halloween and it ends up being steampunk.
Yeah, exactly. Or I might start doing something steampunk and it turns out to fit quite nicely in with Halloween. Yeah. I'm going to put some more of that yellow in. That yellow worked quite well, and I'm going to take the. Need some more of that. Dish soap.
Paula, I could say she does, but if she decorates or whatever, I don't think so. Do you decorate and put up a tree and all that?
Well, we have done, but we've decided we haven't got room for one this year.
Yeah, you've been pretty misplaced there. Displaced, I
Hmm.
should say.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
Oh, absolutely, Tammy. Tammy says it's happy to hear someone else feels the same. I want to enjoy the process, not feel pressure to produce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I felt. It's probably why you don't see so much of my stuff in the shop as you do other people's in PM Artist Studios online store. Because other people can do that. They can say, right, got to get something ready for Christmas. Like I think Paula was saying, she was already working on something for Valentine's Day. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, and that's the great thing about Mariah's shop, is there's so much diversity. There's so many different designers in the shop with different ideas and different perspectives of those. I mean, I love it.
What's that one? That one is one, two, three, one, two, three. That's Rose Madder. That's not
Rose,
the deep one. I think I picked the wrong one. Oh well,
yeah, there,
I've got
that
it
one
now.
exactly. That one's a little bit. Ah, Tammy, I saw you did the Femorember thingy. Um, yeah, I tried to do prompts, and sometimes it helps. If I'm stuck, I'll find a prompt that'll I can use, but to stay within the box of it, no,
Yeah, I can't do that either.
I can't. My brain won't stay there. My brain wanders.
Ooh, look at that! Big bubbles! Oh boy. I didn't expect that, but that's lovely. That'll never stay. When I put the paper down, it'll disappear. But I am now going to spray it with water, a little bit of water. I hope I can limit myself to a little bit of water because the earlier ones will be much drier than the ones I've just painted.
Well, Mariah says Paula can produce on demand. Not everyone can
Yeah,
do.
she can. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's brilliant. She's so good.
there you go.
And it seems to me that almost everything she turns her hand to turns out great.
I agree.
Whereas I slave over it and try to get it right, and then something I like, and then I've got to adjust it so it suits um, the smaller plate as well. And it's just so many different bits to it, really.
Well, and
It's
we had that conversation
hard.
earlier that even Russ chimed in on. Your head is empty. You have aphantasia. Your head is empty. You cannot see like we do.
Ooh.
You can't visualize like we do. So if someone says produce on demand, I want you to do Christmas, you have to go through the process of looking at Christmas things.
Yes,
For
exactly.
the
I have
most
to
part.
try and zone in.
Yeah. Whereas my
Now,
head,
look,
like Russ says, is full of squirrels.
now you see that. What I was going to do with these, now that's picked up the edge of that thing, that stencil that I cut into those fancy shapes with my scissors. That's brilliant, that. But those need to dry. And I wanted to have a go with this one, with that big
Hi, Holly. Welcome.
medium stencil. This one. No, no, not this one. That one. No, not that one. Oh, it'll be the little one. Yes, there we are. And I need a sponge or something like that. Do I need a sponge? Shall I use a sponge? I could just use a paintbrush just as easily. Because you don't need the dish soap now.
Well,
I'm just going
hello,
after
Holly.
these.
Hello, Holly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong.
Cobalt blue.
Well, Holly. Yes, thank you, Mariah. Give those thumbsy upsies. We appreciate it. Do us a little favor and give us a little credit today. She's being a mad scientist. So this is just straight up watercolor, no soap.
Yep, no soap. It's not even on a gel plate, if you notice. I'm
I
just
see.
using the stencil to stencil designs onto here.
That
So I'm
doesn't
going to
work
put that.
well, does it? It's too wet.
It is a bit. I'm just trying to get it less wet.
Yeah, it just kind of, it might
How
be an
about?
experiment that shows you that it won't work. Hmm. Put a little pie on that. And the other trick is, there is a trick. When you pull it up, you move a little bit. So the trick I learned, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to show you the trick I learned when you're dealing with something like that. Um, hold the edge of it down, pull it up and away. If you
Yeah,
pull it up like this or whatever, you actually move it and smear it. So if you put your
yep.
finger down on it, pull it up that way. And Mariah said a stiffer brush, more stippling type rather than, hmm,
Yeah, because it's watercolor, it floods underneath. Well, let's try it
yep.
with some acrylic. Let's have a go with that on top of the watercolor. Can only test it, can't we? Put that down out of the way behind me.
Thank you, everyone. I tried it with a sponge. It was just left like air bubbles, Paula.
Yeah,
It may work for
well, it
someone
would.
else.
It's got
It didn't
soap in
work
it.
for me. Yeah.
So I'm putting the lid on this. Let's put a lid on it. And let's put that out the way so I don't get that smegged up. Move that.
Suction, capillary action. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's got some watercolor in it, which may make a difference and may not. We don't really mind.
I think it still has dish soap or hand soap on it too. I could be wrong.
Possibly. It's still got a brush hair on it as well. Right, now where's the other? This one will do. Now this is alizarin crimson hue. So I'm going to put it on and let's use that one in the center. Put it on first, taking the little treasure out of the middle.
Paula says, how about watercolor in the tubes? No extra watering down. I don't think she
Yeah,
has.
I think that is a little better. I've seen people using that and it is a little less watery indeed.
Yeah, Eddie, I know Eddie has tubed. I think I saw tubed watercolor.
I think I've got some, but I have absolutely no idea where.
Yeah, and the same as you have bottles of acrylic, or I mean of liquid watercolor that you have no idea where it is.
Yeah, that too. Yes, it's in a box somewhere. It's Sargent liquid watercolor.
Eddie has tubes and pans. I know I saw you doing the Christmas trees with the tubes.
Well, this is a bit smeary, this one, so let's do this over the top of this one, just for fun. I've seen somebody do some absolutely gorgeous work with watercolors and stencils. So I've obviously got to do a whole lot more practice to get good at that. And I think indeed she was using tube watercolors. Now I think back about it. Not bad. It's rather a nice pattern, you must admit.
Yeah. I would
large that up to fill this plate.
Yeah, I would chop up the edging, the borders so that it was wonky.
Yeah, well, that's what I did on the other one somewhere,
There you go,
wherever I put
Fran.
it. Yeah,
Mariah
this one.
wants to know because she needs to put a request out for questions and makers. She wants to know, when would you like to be on the stream with them? You're going to be the first one.
Well, whenever you like, if you let me know.
There you go, Mariah.
I mean, when is it going to be? How long have I got? I mean, no, I mean, how long until it happens is what I mean.
I think it's the first. It's January, isn't it? She's going to do one maker a month, or how? Well, it's got to be more than that because you have more than that maker.
I'm on for a whole month. Damn
No,
it.
just one little interview with answering questions and talking to her, and I would suspect P.
Uh huh.
So you only worry about yourself. So it's just the one time. Unless, of
Okay.
course, here's the thought that if Mariah has makers scheduled for certain times and somebody at the last minute can't show up and she can contact you and say, can you fill in? Then you can be on again. Or somebody else like Paula or Eddie. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
She's going to do 3 or 4 makers a month. Yeah, right, Eddie. And she's thinking each Sunday. And will these be live, Mariah? I suspect these will be live. Usually you do
I'll
live.
just
Oh, that's nice.
put that down. That one's done. I'm going to pull this one.
They will be live. So Fran and P in the same stream live.
Mind your P's and M's.
E and M's and Fran. I
That would be
agree.
so much fun.
So the first Sunday in January, I would
Uh huh.
suspect, if she wants to start in January, I'm just saying I'm sure she'll send you a message and you can work it out. But think about the first Sunday of January. The time would be probably um, Sundays are 10 a.m. So that is 4 p.m. your time. That
Uh huh. Yep. It
that
would
would be
be.
your
Yeah.
dinner. So you'd have to make adjustments.
No, it wouldn't. I don't eat at 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. That's fine. No problem.
There you go. Are we getting closer to definitive, Mariah? Oh, look at that. She is
There you go.
right-handed, Julie. Right? A good answer. Good answer.
Lovely. The colour showed up nicely, doesn't it? I'll do another. What I wanted to do was the bigger one with the wiggly edges. Now, the wiggly edges are not part of it. I could do this in black on a sheet of white paper and take a photocopy of that and try and deal with this as well. But I just cut that by hand, you see.
Right,
I
wonky.
wondered if
Yeah.
it was kind of a mistake to do that. I was trying to echo the shapes inside and the outside, but I went a bit overboard. Typical me.
So yeah, if Fran's going to do a live stream with Mariah and Patricia, she'll be in the stream, not in the studio. Just so everyone knows. Because she's in the UK and they are in Texas. If you
Mhm.
have any questions for any of the makers that will be coming up that Mariah is going to interview, I'd start writing them down now. Get yourself a little journal
Yeah.
like I do and start writing them down. Watch videos as you go and write down your questions and you're going to have an opportunity to ask them in person live.
Ooh,
Like what's
don't
their
do
favorite
that.
paint? What's their favorite certain supplies? Um,
I think that I better not answer that, but I think it depends on quite a few things. A
Well, you
question like
can't
that.
answer me now. I was just
No,
being rhetorical.
no. Don't think of questions because I'll go and answer them.
And yes, pay attention in makers. Mariah will be posting today for the request for
Look,
questions. I jumped the gun on that, but
I've just got to tell you. Look at this. Look, because this has picked up the acrylic and some of the watercolor. Can you
watercolor.
see?
Yep.
It's picked up some of that as well. So you can mix it. Who thought? Who'd have thought? Fabulous.
All right. Here's the
Fabulous.
thing. This is something you taught me about reactivating watercolor. If you had spritzed that stencil prior to putting it down, because I know you, that wouldn't work.
Well, I can spritz it now. Let's see what happens.
Okay, she's off. I'm just trying
We
to
are the
think.
best scientists. We must test
Yeah.
things. Just something. We'll have a go.
She's off. She's mad. And that's why I was thinking not to spritz it while it was down, because now the water is in the acrylic and that water's down the acrylic. So now
Not by much though. It's only a spray. It's not like you're adding a spoonful.
yes, she's off. Sometimes you learn here what not.
Yeah, you often learn what not to do by watching me. That's
Yeah, but it doesn't work well. Yeah. Okay, she's off. Things like that, Marguerite. Yeah, good idea. Write it down. Don't ask her today. Save it for Sunday and PM Artist Studio for the not this Sunday, but
that's quite watery. That is quite watery.
see, I
Yep, it is
said
quite watery. Put another sheet down.
you're gonna get a few pulls. Talk about a long haul.
Well, you never know. I can't have a long haul. I've got other things to show. I get excited and interested in what I'm doing, and everything else goes right out the window.
Well, here's the thing. What is the title of today's stream?
I can't remember. What is it called?
Murdering some papers.
Some papers with stencils. Yeah. I just had a look. It says it up there.
Spot on, Fran.
Well, that's definitely murdery, isn't it? Definitely murdery. Yes. I like that. I like that other one as well. But let's do some.
Good,
We
Julie.
could do some.
That's what we want.
some
Lots of questions. Lots of questions for all the designers that are going to be showcased. Yep. Write them down. Get your notebooks out. Write them down. This is where you get to create your own journal of questions and answers from the designers and makers. You could create a journal with the answers. Over to the left. That's a watercolor piece, Evie.
Yeah.
That one over to the left. Yep, that was done on watercolor. And Monday's stream, when I post it, it's going to be a recorded stream. I think we need to make that definite, Fran. You need to take a day off.
Okay. See, I didn't resist much, did I?
Monday's stream with Fran will be a recorded video showing how she created the ones with the lattice work like that. Ooh, black. Ooh.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Wow.
That's because that was Midnight Blue Flash. Color change. Yeah. Lovely. Ooh, super, super, super. I should have put a bit more copper in with it. That would have been fun. Could do that again.
Did everyone see what Mariah said? The question request has been posted in Makers. So when you get to Makers, you'll see the request. It's probably pinned at the top. Now I don't know how that looks on a phone or whatnot, but that was beautiful. Do it again.
I'm just going to cut some more black paper. I've got a big wad of paper here.
She probably doesn't have any handy dandy, Paula. Her desk is full of other things, I'm sure.
What?
Paula says, what about distress oxides on top and then spritz? And Evie says she
Yeah.
uses distress oxides on her plate and then pulls with acrylic paint.
I don't know where I put the stress oxides.
Right. I didn't think you had them available.
I'm just going to print this on the edge.
She won't remember. Her brain is elsewhere. I'm going to write that down. They're going to January 7th. Fran, you're busy January 7th, just so you know.
Okay. What day is that?
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Okay.
You're gonna be busy that afternoon.
Nice. Really nice. I'm going to cut that off.
I'm the boss of Fran.
Yeah, and I've still got that, and I can put.
We'd love to see you there, Apple, but I understand why you're not on there. If that's the only place you go, they're really worth it.
Right, so I've got 2 there. So let's put a bit of copper on.
Okay, Mariah.
And a bit more Midnight Blue Flash. Or I could use a lighter blue from the colour change, like Blue Flash. Yeah, why not? Try that.
Okay, and if you want to do a little get together and practice with the linking and the prior to the live, Mariah will do that with you.
Okay.
You two will get together. But in the meantime, she's penciling you in for January 7th. You're busy. You can't do anything else today. Just so you know.
Okay. Remind me when we finish streaming to put it in my diary.
I've got it written down here. We will send you a message in Messenger to keep it there. And yes, I will. Apple, if you do join, let me recommend that you go to your settings immediately and put them all to only you. Only you can see your friends. Only you can see any photos you post. Only you can see any. Only you can post on your page. That's the most safest way I know to be.
I'm not sure about the only you can see the photos you post, because that's where a lot of people say, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see anything.
On your own page.
Oh, on your own page. Oh, I see. Right.
If she posts in Makers, she will post. They won't be linked from her page. They have to be uploaded directly. Otherwise, unless they're friends, they won't see them. But make sure all your settings are set to only you.
This one will be a bit smudgy, I suspect.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you very much, Candy. Candy says that she was like Apple. She didn't want to be on. Oh, that's beautiful. She didn't want to be on Facebook until she joined for Makers. It's the only thing I do on Facebook, but it was very worth it, and the talent there is amazing. And it's a wonderful community, Apple. Everybody is very helpful and generous and
kind. Yep, they absolutely are. So I barely go anywhere else now.
Come join Makers, Holly. Come share. Come be with us in Makers, and you have to answer some questions and wait for Mariah to let you in. She's got a full plate, but that one smeared a little bit, didn't it? Or is there other stuff down?
That's the second pull.
Okay.
I thought like that one better. Because look at the nice little alligatoring along there.
Yeah. Wow. For second pull. Wow.
Yeah, the first pull is more smudgy. A lot more smudgy. Yes. Now I am going to lift this up because I really ought to get on and do other things.
Beautiful. Liking that stencil a lot.
Gonna turn it around a bit.
And there you
So
go, Apple. PM Artist Studio runs Makers. That's Mariah. See what she says to you? There you go. The we is all, yes, the we is all of us.
get that out of the way for a moment. There. Move that out of the way because I want to use this. There we go.
Oh, good idea, Hey, Paula has a good idea, good question for you. You're doing these pulls with watercolor on the gel plate. Have you considered using a piece of watercolor paper?
I hadn't. That's not a bad idea.
Light bulb moment. Thank you, Paula.
Yeah, I do seem to remember the one I was watching was using watercolor paper, come to think of it.
Well, there you go. Good idea. No question is daft. Well, it might be daft, but it's not dumb. We like to hear that, Tammy. Makers is one of the best Facebook groups. Yep, I agree. I agree. Look what Trish said. See, I'll bet anything Mariah's over there with her eyes watering up. I'll bet.
Oh,
Yep. Because if it were me running it, that's what I'd be doing.
wow. Oh, I love that. Look at that. That's got the watercolor, taken almost everything off the plate. It's got the blue flash and it's got the copper. It's just wonderful. Look at that.
See it in my mind.
Wow.
Yep. Hands.
Look, it's got little stars on it.
Good job, Eddie. Fran, you pulled this one, and what I'm seeing, my vision is blurry today, I think, because I'm seeing the, I can't think of the name of it. Yes, that's a winner. Yes, Mariah says that's a winner. But you know what I'm seeing there is little tiny happy sad faces. What's the happy sad face thing character? But anyway, it's just lovely as it is. Close up to the camera. Bring it close up to the camera. Really close up. Tilt it a little bit so it's more flat. Look at that. They're like little
face.
They're like little tiny tomato stencils that you created inside there.
Yeah. Yeah. They are a bit.
Back up a little bit. I love the border.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear, what?
That's not part of the stencil. It's just me. Just me cutting it with a pair of scissors after I'd printed it. Cut it.
I know, but
Yeah.
look at the imprint. Look at the print it left.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Well, you could do that. You could do any kind of wave around there with a pair of scissors.
If when the stencil goes out, if they purchase it, they can cut it up and do whatever they want.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. Let's get away from that now. Now, I like this one, so I'm going to do another one of those.
We would love
nice
to have
one.
you with us, Apple. Don't say that lightly. You are an artist. Please come join us. Candy, please come join us. Or whoever isn't. Please come join us over at Makers. Paula says, Franken edging. Yes. Well, keep in mind what Fran is showing today, Franken edging. What Fran is showing today, when it gets to Mariah, PM Artist Studio, Mariah has to do whatever she has to do, or she and Brad have to do whatever they have to do to make it work for the machine to cut it. So you may not see exactly the edging or the size that Fran is showing. I do know that Mariah tries not to alter anything any more than she has to. So there's that. Are you going to pull with watercolor paper?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know. She's mad. You never know.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
Hang on.
Mute. Yes, and fit the standard sizes. Yes. So the stencils will be there, but Mariah and Brad may have to adjust the size and the borders to work with what they're dealing with. Frank and edging. We like that. Frank and edging.
Yeah. I want a bit of orange. These are the Rosa Gallery ones.
Watercolor.
I happened to have it open, so I just thought, let's go.
The Rosa Gallery brand watercolors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a lot of color.
Now, if I put that down on top, like that, so it fits nicely. This one's the right size for this plate. One of the few. So, use the back of this, nothing on it, use the back of this to just mop up.
Mariah says, "Well done, Fran. This stencil, I guess I've become attached to it because we were working so hard on getting it vectorized.
Yeah, we did a lot of work with that.
So it's partially my baby too. So I'm kind of attached to it.
Yeah, she's been a great deal of help to me with the vectorizing, trying all sorts of different options.
Trying to find the easiest one that your brain will retain. Yeah.
And I think the Adobe Illustrator one is the best one.
Yeah.
Because I have some experience with Adobe. Going to that new one you found, it might be easy, but they didn't do it quite the way I was hoping they would.
Yeah.
And I was getting used to the Adobe by then. I think it's better to stick to one, I think.
Well, you only have so many empty pockets in your brain at certain
No, I don't have any pockets. I've got to throw some stuff away. Who shall I throw out?
Do not throw anything out. Just shove it over to me. Okay, Mariah.
In a vacuum bag. Yeah. Now I'm going to pull this. This is going to be awful. But I'm going to pull this and we'll see what happens.
No deleting. No deleting. Yeah, if your pockets start bulging, like Paula says, you just push them over into my pockets.
I quite like that.
Yeah, bring that up a little bit closer.
Yeah, these bits.
Let me see that a little bit closer. Oh, I like that. I could see dragonfly glaze on that one, really making it pop.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's the blue.
Yeah.
That's not dragonfly, it's color change.
That's color change? Oh, even better. Yep. Oh, I saw it. Just there. You moved it. Right there. Right there. Yep. That light hits it. Does everyone else see it when the light hits it? There's a tinge, a green tinge and a turquoise, and very nice. Very nice. I'm trying to think of that on tissue paper for collage. I'm trying to see it. I think on tissue paper it would be beautiful.
Tissue paper. I've got some tissue paper down here.
Yeah, I bet that would really look great on tissue paper in a
I think
collage.
it's tissue.
Torn up for collage.
It might not be.
Beautiful. I don't know how to say that, Eddie.
I think it is tissue. I think it's thing. Bit strength. Not certain, but it might be. Ooh,
Was there enough left?
that's
Let's see.
delicate.
Oh, I
That's
like
quite delicate.
that.
Isn't that nice?
Very
Ooh.
nice. That it's almost like there's a black or an indigo in there with that.
Yeah, sort of darker grey almost.
I like it.
Let's do some blue and the silver. Blue again.
Gotta adjust your plate and your camera. You're
Yeah.
wandering. Okay, camera's fine.
And silver.
We do not go lightly into the paint.
No. No, we keep well away from anything that anybody suggests is pink, and I'll run away from it. If you tell me it's a light magenta, I might look at you suspiciously, but
I said paint, not pink. We do not go lightly with the paint.
yeah, it's better.
All right, heavy handed.
I think I've been daubing his pen with acrylic. I better not do that.
Juicy plate. And now I've got what's his name in my head? You know,
Just
the
a
guy,
moment.
Juicy Fruit.
Back in a second. I'm just going to get another plate.
Okay, yep, she's north softly into the night. Okay. Who sings that? He just passed away. My brain is full. Who sings that Juicy Fruit song? The beach guy, you know?
Oops. I didn't want to do that.
Margaritaville.
Cheeseburgers in Paris.
Cheeseburger in Paradise guy. Eddie, we know who it is, don't we? But what any other while he was alive, mention it and I'd know his name. Jimmy Buffett. Thank you, Marguerite.
I don't know what you're on about, but hey ho.
I remember the name of a singer. He sings Juicy Fruit.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah, he sang a song named Juicy Fruit. Go look it up.
He did.
He did. Thank you, Marguerite. Okay, she puts down enough for 2 plates.
Well, I did, didn't I? So, in order to make sure that's not a silly idea,
Oh, you've gone wonky with the camera. There you go. All right.
I'm just looking at it. There we are, see? So I've got that there. So, let's try again with the tissue, like I did just before.
Yeah.
Only this will be much squidgier.
Brain fart. It was just, I just. And where was I going with that? I was going with Fran makes juicy plates, and then the Juicy Fruit song came up. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's just if there is an impression there, but it looks awfully like it's just flat. But you see it when it's dry.
Let it dry. Let it dry, and you'll see it. It'll be useful.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can see it when in person. So, oh heck, hang on. Just put it down. It's stuck to itself. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Gosh,
Uh-oh. Can't dry it, fold it up. It'll run. Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it, Mariah? She's doing some great pulls today.
I let go and it went. I don't want
Sound effects.
sound effects.
Oh, that's nice. You're going to let it dry? Yeah, let that dry.
Okay. What am I going to do with this?
Bring the other
That would-
plate. Bring in the other, put that aside to let it dry and bring in that other plate that you did.
I'm trying to think of somewhere to put it aside to let it dry.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go on the box.
Yeah, she's got a sticky going there.
So that can dry. Okay. And we can bring this one in. Hooray!
Yeah, hooray. This is the other one I worked on with you. There you go.
Now, I had the squeaky one last time. Oh, well, I can't find it. Who's bothered? Not me.
The beaded Baron. The ball bearing Baron.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
not here.
Good.
Oh, I can see it's in the corner. We'll leave it there.
Leave it there. Yeah.
Leave it there. Backwards. I put it down frontwards, so it's backwards. That's something you should avoid doing unless you don't care. I don't care. So let's take this up. 1 minute. Here. Let's take this up.
So this one is less of a stencil to me and more of a mask.
Yeah, I guess so, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, depends on how you use it, I guess. Because there's so much negative space in between. So let's see how it pulls. You're just going to pull it. You didn't put something else down.
No, I didn't.
That's okay. That's all right.
Now, if I put it down the wrong way around, I should get a good one. A heck of a lot.
Now it's a stencil. I guess. I like that.
Much stuff down there. I got a second pull of the same one in seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's throw some silver and some copper. And some fluorescent violet.
Who was it I watched? Was it Devin? Was it Yolande I was watching? She was I apologize if I screw it up, but she was putting paint down and she was using small brayers to not mix the paints, but just to do each color, brayer out each color separately so that it didn't blend.
Uh-huh.
It came out really nice. I think it was Yolande I saw do that. Oh, it was with alcohol inks. I didn't think it was with alcohol inks. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we're not thinking the same thing. I thought it was with acrylics. I've slept since then.
Ooh, that's nice. There you go.
Ooh.
Stencil with all the numbers, right way around. And that is not a 7. It's a 4. 5, 4. That's a 7. 2. Or is that a 4? It's definitely a 7. 3 and 5.
Okay, next time put the gold more inside with the stencil rather than on the border side. Do you know what I mean?
Did I? Okay.
No, you're too close to the border with that gold.
Was I?
It
Oh,
may have
okay.
been within the last week or so, Mariah. Again, I've slept and not very well
The
since
silver
then.
in the middle. Okay.
Well, yeah, because they were closer, and the gold, they were closer to the outer edge, and they really didn't
Copper.
highlight the stencil so much, did they? Now put the other colors towards the outside. Yeah, put that towards the outside edges. Fill that plate up, make it juicy.
Well, I'll certainly do that for you. No problem. You want it juicy?
I think it was
You
so.
get it.
She was using the inks and pulling with acrylic. That was probably it, Mariah. Because I was going to say, I think it was last week, just last week. Today's Friday. I'm thinking it was last week. Oh yeah. Ooh. Juicy fruit. I'm just saying, people, this is December and it's the holidays and we've got so much going on and we're full. Are we not full?
I'm not full yet. It's not Christmas yet.
Well,
You only get full on Christmas, don't you?
and just so everyone knows, December 30th is her birthday.
What?
Huh? What? Huh? I don't know what you're
Well,
talking about.
anyway,
December 30th.
so I've tried to do this diagonally. I miss on the first stroke, but I try to do it diagonally. Diagonally.
Got it. Diane.
Not bad.
Oh, see, when you put the gold and the silver in the middle, it highlights those bits better. Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
I've certainly blended in all the fluorescent violet quite well. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
So what have we got left?
We got a few minutes. We're going to cut you off today, and you could continue.
And I've got the huge one, but I
Ooh.
would cut that up and use individual pieces, as I said. So, what should I use? Let's use that one because I quite like that one.
I know, Mariah. I was just going to say.
What? So big. Not now. Not now.
Hashtag size matters.
Now it's individual ones.
Yeah.
So we can pull this one, which is now looking quite nice.
Very nice.
And then I'll try that individual one. Now I want to put something on this to pull it. Don't know about that. Any suggestions, anybody, before I decide?
Your color range today has been outside my brain. There's a lot of red and pink today. Red and pink
I must go
on the red color wheel. I would lean towards green, yellow. I haven't seen Payne's gray in forever.
I've got green gold. No, I don't want to put green gold over that. What's that? Quinacridone magenta? No, it's too close to what's already there. I fancy this. This here. That's what I fancy.
Okay, Holly.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Hello, Holly.
Holly. Welcome
Hi, Holly.
back, Holly. What are you putting down?
Oh, I wonder what I'm putting down. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm not telling you.
Feisty little devil, isn't she? Burnt sienna.
No.
No, I know what that is. I just, again, brain full.
Quinn.
Quinacridone gold. No, quinacridone.
Yeah, but there's a
Say it correctly.
between.
Yellow.
Nicolazo.
Nicolazo gold. Oh,
Nicolazo gold.
she is, Julie. Sometimes she messes with me. I'm being all serious and technical and all that, and she'll just.
It wasn't quite dry, so I've got some faintness here, but look at those lovely. Oh, I'm going to like that. I'm going to have to leave that one to pull to make sure I get everything that's there. So let's have a look at the one that was waiting. Waiting in the wings.
And Julie, if my husband is here with her, the two of them together, with me in the middle. Oh.
Now, we've not been mean to you lately.
Oh, the love. I can feel the love.
Right, where's this one down the side that's been waiting? So it's not quite dry, but I think it's dry enough. I'm gonna go for it. So what should we put on it? I think perhaps a combination of Nicolazo gold and copper, or Nicolazo gold and silver. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Say it again.
Silver and Nicolazo gold. Nicolazo gold. Quinacridone Nicolazo gold.
We like words. We don't like numbers. We like words.
Yeah. There was a test, an aphantasic test. It was all about you have to say what year this happened in. I thought, that's me out. Right at the beginning. I'm glad I didn't have to take that test because I wouldn't have got any of it right. Aphantasic or anything. Because my brain is not a home for numbers.
I'll tell you what song, Eddie, I'll tell you what song comes to mind with all of this is Roy Orbison. I love Roy Orbison. So what song would come to mind for what Fran's doing today? Can anybody guess what's in my head? Roy Orbison.
No.
What song would come to mind for what?
What if I name these? Stencils? I called these symbols because that's what they look like to me, symbols. So there's a symbol.
Yeah.
There's a symbol. There's a symbol. Yep. And I called these doodad boxes. But as I said before, no doubt Mariah will come up with some other names. They're really good.
Yes, Tammy. Ooh.
That's going to have to wait.
Okay,
That's all right.
Trish, thank you for being here. We're almost done. We're almost done. I'm going to stop her. We're almost done. So you didn't miss hardly anything. Monday stream hopefully will be a recorded stream of Fran showing how she created some of those earlier watercolor pulls. So be aware. Notifications will go out. Anybody guess the song I was thinking of by Roy Orbison? Has nothing to do with stencils. That looks like a very scary
Halloween mask.
Yeah. Really.
With a patch for one eye and a scar over there.
Yeah.
Could
Paula,
be.
exactly. Nope, not rings of gold. Roy Orbison. Pretty paper, pretty ribbon.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
No, I don't know that one.
Wrap your presents. I don't know all the words right offhand. I'm full up. Huh?
I said, obviously.
Yeah, it's pretty paper, pretty ribbon. You hear it at Christmas time. You have no idea who Roy Orbison is, Julie? Oh
Oh,
my
I know
gosh,
that.
the child.
Yeah. There's some people that I watch, and their first reaction to the animals, House of the Rising Sun, it's like their eyes are starting out of their head, and I'm thinking, and
I go
known
crazy
it
with
almost
that
all
song.
my life.
When my phone plays that song, it's my brother calling. I relate it to my brother, growing up with my brother, my big brother.
Uh-huh.
When he hit his teens, and he's 2.5, 3 years older than me, he picked up a guitar. My dad was a musician, and my brother picked up a guitar, and he had an old beat up car that didn't run in the driveway. And he and I would go sit in his car and kick our shoes off, and hang our feet out the window. And he was learning to play that guitar. And the first song that he learned was House of the Rising Sun. So he played it over and over and over and over. And to this
Mhm.
day, we both hear that song. We think of each other and we go, oh no, not again.
Mhm. I think of this as the symbol for panoramics, otherwise known as Getafix, depending on which Asterix film you watch. There's his sickle, and he's cutting off the mistletoe.
Oh,
There's some things you can sort of turn into ideas. That's about the only one that's one piece, or possibly that one as well. But no, it isn't. That's two pieces. I think that's the only one.
I wonder
Yeah.
what Mariah would make of this stencil. She would shrink it down, but I like what you're doing to make it so big and then cut it out individually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That way, you see, you've got lots of individual stencils, and you can put them wherever you like. You don't have to fit them into one particular position. You can do anything with it. Yeah. I could sit here for hours doing this, but you said that I've got to stop, so I'm stopping. There we go. Okay. Hello. Oh, there's Devon. Hi, Devon. We've been talking about you.
I had to go get some salt. Fran, what did you say?
I said you told me I've got to stop, so I'm stopping.
Yep, it's hour and a half, and you can keep playing, but it's time to end the stream. Hi, Yolanda. I was talking about you. Were your ears
See?
burning?
They've been talking about you, Yolanda.
Yep. I was watching the one where you brayered. You put the paint down in certain spots and you brayered with a little brayer, just each color rather than one big brayer that blended them all together. I don't know if I explained that well. But anyway, Fran's light went blue, so
Did it?
good time to end the stream.
Right.
Because,
The light, so it wasn't shining. Oh, it's gone blue, hasn't it?
yeah, it's gone blue. There we
There you
go.
go.
So she's gonna throw out what she's done. We're gonna end the stream. We're gonna say goodbye and thank you for being here. And yeah, Apple, hope we see you over in Makers. If it goes red, she ain't going there, Eddie.
There you go. There's a selection.
There you go.
Selection.
We'll see you Sunday in Makers, and Mariah, I think, may mention more about the the changes for the new year.
Okay.
And until then, have a great, safe weekend. Lots of love. Thank you. I'm coming back.
Come on,
All for
come
being.
on back
I'm
with
coming.
my violet. There we are.
Thank you all.
Okay, I'm pressing the doodah
She's pressing.
now.
Bye bye.